Hello, Pickens County. This is your chairman again, Bob Federley, on the road today in Virginia. This behind me is a Marriott. This is the Monday after reorganization, and I just wanted to share my response to a handful of calls I got today while I was on the road. First, we got a lot of big thank yous for how reorganization went. I'll save that for last. And then had a few concerns that I addressed with these individuals, so I want to address them with you just to make sure everybody understands. So before you came to reorganization, a lot of you, maybe even all of you, got an email that was titled Pickens Stands United. And the concern from this one individual was that we had sold your information to a third party or some PAC. We don't do that, and we have not done that. If you saw a video I put out several months ago, anyone who declares to run for chair or EC or any office for that matter, countywide, is given the contact names of everyone in the party so that obviously they can reach out to you to solicit your vote. That's what this group did. Pickens Stands United is Cathy Davis for chair, Rhonda Billingsley for EC, and Christy Wistar for vice chair. Coincidentally, these are the same women that were at the table in front of the entrance to the school, which answers the second question I had, which was, does the party endorse them since they gave them that table spot? The answer is no. That was not coordinated between the party and that slate of candidates. They simply chose to do it. It's public property. They did it. We didn't know they were going to do it, but it's public property, and so they did it. So to clarify, for those that don't know, the people that are running against them were inside helping us run reorganization. So Neil Garrick running for chair, he was the big guy on the floor, coordinating the handing out of forms, collecting forms, getting them back in the files, and then they were held by Rick Cathers. And Brandy Tarleton running for vice chair, she was one of the gals checking you in at the tables. And then Andrew Molinex, who's running for EC, most of you didn't see him because he was mostly behind the scenes, but he had a lot to do with helping us set up. But anyhow, so those right now are the declared candidates. Some of them you saw out front campaigning. The others were actually inside volunteering to run reorganization. I got 3 phone calls and 1 visit in person thanking me for a job very well done on reorganization, and I agree, it was very well done, but the thanks don't come to me. They need to go to other folks. I've already mentioned 2 of them. Neil Garrick, he was coordinating volunteers from our county and other counties on the floor. If you weren't aware, we had people from Oconee witnessing things to be able to say that an outside person was viewing things and making sure that everything was fair. And then when you checked in, I've already mentioned Brandy Tarleton was one of the folks helping you check in. Big thanks to the Cathers, Rick and Cathy, and also the Kellers, Kevin and Polly. Huge help, all of them. Our treasurer, Jen Hillesheim, big help. My wife, Angie Federley, she was the one helping you out if you weren't able to find your registration. She had the iPad, big help. Elisa Pinkerton, huge help. Our current vice chair, who's not running for re-election either, Terry Swan, a big help. So I'm probably leaving out a half dozen names, and I apologize, but a lot went into making that run smooth, and they did do a good job. I've been to plenty, and that was the smoothest I've been to. In fact, the police officer, if you noticed, when I was talking to her, she said, I can't get over how quiet this is. And I said, me neither. I've usually had at least a few problem children. But it was a good day. I thank you all for coming out. And I want to encourage you again to get to know the people running for office, because obviously you will be choosing who among them will be leading this party for the next 2 years. And I'll just remind you that the rules state you can jump in at any time. So I don't want anyone to feel as though they're excluded. The rules state you can stand up at convention and declare you want to run right then and there. And if you get a second to your nomination, you're in the mix. Hope you all have a good week, and I look forward to seeing you at county convention. Bye-bye.